Hello, everyone. Welcome to the exciting, I'm going to say season finale, but it's really just we're
Oh.
going on break. So, not really a
No, it's
finale.
season finale. Are we going to learn
like
lessons?
You're right.
I like it.
You're right.
Learn a
Oh,
lesson.
you're putting this on me? Now that I have to actually give you answers? Oh, man. This is one of those season finales you walk away from and be like, well, I got answers. But now I have more questions. That's what you're going to get if you keep going down this path. Hi everyone, Octo is coming in. We're waiting on his, but before we start, I believe when we were getting set up, someone was thinking about something that was said last time, and I'm curious what that. Oh my god!
Wow.
Hi, I'm here. I'm coming from
Are you in the dark?
mysterious.
Oh my God.
I am.
It's Bizarro Eddie.
Yeah. Hey, hello.
My
it's
camera's
me,
too bright, and your
Bizarro
camera's
Eddie.
too dark.
Hang on. Bizarro Eddie is Eddie, but he talks like he's smart, but he's actually still just the same Eddie.
Oh dear, I'm quite an idiot.
Have you? Yes, I rather am a dunce, aren't I? Okay.
I do like memories.
Yes.
Quite so. Quite so. Okay. How's
That needs JP. That's a
this?
shirt. I do like memories. I do like memories.
All right. Here we go. There we go.
All right. Anyway, I believe Morgan, you were thinking about something since
Okay.
last episode.
So you said that there is a reason, perhaps, why the weird shard world looks so crappy, why there's the dust everywhere, which we know comes from the fog, and why they made it to look like that, which makes me think there's organization maybe still exists, and they're trying to okay, so maybe they made it look terrible so no one wants to go there and mess with the machines. Like they're trying to make it look terrible to protect the machines. Or to protect. I'm trying to read Jesse's face to see if he's fighting on this.
Oh, my face is unreadable.
God
I
damn
have
it.
an unreadable. I have a poker face. Can't
So,
get
okay,
through.
so why else would it be like that?
I don't know. I guess you'll have to discover it together. I guess we'll have to find out together. Who remembers where we were last time? What occurred? Elspeth, yes.
Me.
Okay.
So
You are in the front of the classroom, and every single time that hand goes up, the teacher in me is like, A plus for effort, A plus for effort.
Let me tell you,
golden
that
star.
whole lot happened
star.
until the last half hour. I feel like we were going through the sewers, and then we found a ladder, and Eddie climbed up it and shouted how dumb he was, and everyone thought that was great.
Hey.
And then we went up outside of the manhole, and then we found a ranger station. And that took some time to explore and try to figure out where this one person that we were looking for was, because we know we definitely heard a noise. So we went and explored the bathrooms. Very meticulous. It wasn't just like a cursory, oh, well, here's the bathroom. It was like, we are investigating these stalls specifically. And it turns out there was a trap door underneath one of the toilets. So that opens up. We go down there, and there's all these different screens, which again are telling us the not only like what it is, like there's stuff that says like taste or our smell, and there are other ones that say like numbers like 0, and then there's another one, I can't remember the other, but there was another number underneath one of the monitors. So there's all these different monitors. And then this one guy comes down and he points a gun at everybody.
Yeah.
And it turns out that it's I can't remember if it was not loaded or he just didn't know how to like fire it right or something, but he wasn't able to do it. And so then we pretend to give him a gun, and he's like, ha, I got you now, but it's not loaded. And his name is Philip, and he's really pissed off at Fern because he thinks that Fern was the reason that he lost his arm. So he doesn't have an arm. And right now he's just he's Cocoa Puffs right now. He's in the corner, like crying to himself. We don't want to mess with Philip, but he wants us specifically to either bring him with us or he wants a weapon. And so right now we're trying to figure out where we should go from here, because we're like in this weird basement area below the fucking bathroom in the ranger station.
Yeah, you did give him a weapon, as far as I remember, and then he immediately tried to kill you with it.
Yeah.
We didn't load it.
Yeah.
We did not put any ammo in it.
One of the other things you discovered is that when you shut off, so you discovered again all the different stations.
Mhm.
There was the taste station, which you are in right now, and that is sort of something you've just shut down. You haven't destroyed it like the fog looking station, but you destroyed this one. And one of the things you immediately discovered is that your candy bars and the beans that you ate and everything no longer tasted like anything. It was bland, and you've now, I think, maybe called into question whether it's actually beans you were eating or candy bars you were eating.
It was people for sure.
Cans labeled like
Like people.
protein and just
Yes.
like generic
Mhm.
stuff. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was very Dharma initiative-y of you guys.
That's why I immediately was like, we're eating people because it says protein and it doesn't say anything else.
Oh
That was my first thought. How was that not your first thought? I was like, this is people. Probably. And Fern is really enjoying people right now.
This is people.
Jesse.
I'm enjoying people too. I mean, you guys are great company to have in general.
Okay, maybe we're
yeah.
in a reality show, right? Is that what it is? I'm just
This is the Truman Show. At the end, if you go up to the edge and knock, and then say like, "Good morning, good night," or whatever the hell he did, and then peace out, you're good. Yeah, this is a show.
One big episode of Black Mirror, and we're actually gonna find a calendar, and it's gonna be like 2019 or something like that. It's like, whoa, oh, crazy.
I know this is totally off subject, but speaking of Black Mirror, have you guys seen what possibly could be a choose your own adventure Black Mirror? I'm very excited.
Wait,
I'm
really?
very excited. The next one.
How would that happen?
It looks like the next episode, the Christmas special or whatever, is going to be a choose your own adventure. At least that's what they've said, which is like,
so like you would go to like a certain episode or something?
I literally don't know. I have no clue.
Okay.
I just know that if that's the case, that's what I love. I love choose your own adventures. So
probably push you to
I love that stuff. I loved Goosebumps specifically for that. I would read like through all the Goosebumps books and just flip through all the different stuff. I thought it was great.
I have on the bookshelf over here every single choose your own adventure book. And
oh man. So when you're reading, do you have like your fingers like stuck in different chapters, like where you messed up, so you go back if you die?
You're like,
I would put a bookmark here. You only do your playthrough without, you don't cheat. You can't cheat. I have there's one where you are a ninja, or you are invited to become a ninja, and there's an option where you're just like, no, I'm gonna keep my job at the radio station, and that's how it ends. And you're like, I feel good about this choice. I didn't get involved in ninja shenanigans. Instead, I kept my job at the radio station.
I always thought the ones that were weird were the Goosebumps Choose Your Own Adventure books, because like some of the ends were like pretty brutal deaths, and I was like,
they were super brutal.
Yeah, Escape from the Carnival of Horrors, the first one, it was not uncommon where you would be like devoured or crash on a roller coaster or something awful, and I was like, oh my god, I'm like 10
get carried off by insects into like a giant mouth, like that was a thing, and then you died. I mean, as a kid, you're like,
notorious fan of Vor. Totally true.
Yeah,
RL,
huge
everyone
fan.
knew.
Big member of the Vor Corps. Big ups, RL.
Yeah.
Jesus.
All right. So enough of that nonsense. I guess we're all warmed up.
I'm ready to go.
The four of
Time to
you,
kill Philip.
last we left off, were down underground beneath the ranger station. You had managed to completely refresh yourselves. You're still a little wounded. Poor Sam is just cut up, and Eddie's legs are just a mess. Clarence's hand is pretty badly hurt. But for the sake of storytelling, you're fine with your rolls. You discover the location of several of these other machines that produce various elements of this mysterious fog, and you've met Philip, who's missing his, like, from his elbow down. He blames Fern for everything that happened. Freddy still MIA, and Frank still missing. And of course, there is John, Wang, and this girl that they keep talking about.
We learned about Old Fern.
Yes, an old Fern who could in fact
Yeah.
be the girl. I don't know.
Mhm.
But yeah, Philip mentioned that that Fern should not be the age that she is, because the Fern he knows is much older. And that's where we've
Mm.
left off. You are now underground, and the four of you are refreshed. You probably rested on the bunk beds they have. But what do you do? Where do you go from here?
I feel like we should consult the monitors, maybe, just to.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, I feel like that would be our next kind of obvious clue.
Oh,
We could
I don't
see
know
what's
if you
going
remember or
on
not.
on the different
You were talking
places.
about us rolling to see how much longer the battery would last for the portal, or did you wanna do that?
Absolutely. It's the first note I have. I probably should have
Okay.
started there, huh? Yeah. If you all could give me a let's do a tinker roll on this. I feel like tinker is probably the best way to do it.
Oh,
Ooh,
yikes.
boy.
Okay, here we go.
Cool.
Come
This is it.
on, Octo.
Ah!
Yay!
Something.
All right, let me actually probably tinker's terrible. I'll keep the one, but I'll let you all re-roll. It should be technically if you're trying to figure out time, calculate.
Okay.
I don't have calculate. I don't think
I'll let you
that's
keep the
smart.
one.
I don't have calculate. Should I just
Okay.
roll mind?
I just did tech.
Yeah, just roll tech.
Okay.
Who knows what could happen? You could hey, there you go. Okay.
Hey.
So I'm gonna say
Hey.
that you have 3 hours left on your battery before
Oh,
the
yeah.
power's gone.
Yeah.
You have 3 total hours left, which means
And how?
you can decide what to do. Because of I think it was Ken's roll last time. Someone rolled either a 2 or a 3, and that's good enough for me to just tell you up front that on the monitors, from what you've managed to figure out during your time down here while you've been eating weird protein and resting, is that the monitor for sound, or as far as you can tell, sound, the monitor indicates that it's in the mountains and that it's working at 100%. The lake is smell, and it says it's working at 100%, but there's something intermittent. There's something fluctuating in it that you can't really figure out. But the actual like indicator shows 100 and then drops and then pops back up at 100. So there's something going on there. School, somewhere in this school is whatever is responsible for touch and what things feel like. And in the bunker that was where Alastair had taken you, deep underneath that is something for sight.
Yeah. Last time we were talking about going to site, but I mean, we got a ping. We got like maybe something's going
Yeah.
on somewhere.
That
I was
seems like
thinking the
that's
same
gonna-
thing at the lake, how there's something that's making it not 100%. That just keeps happening.
Yeah,
So I mean
definitely not
that could
100
signify
emoji.
that there is something taking place there.
Which one
That's
was it
making
again?
not stable. We could investigate that.
The lake was the smell one. If you recall, as you went through the sewer system, you would get blasted with terrible smells every so often.
That's right.
But it wasn't
yeah.
like a solid terrible smell. It was like it would just hit you and then stop, hit you and stop,
Yeah.
and that's exactly what you're seeing on the screen.
We'd also consider that maybe it's a good thing to leave that one so we can like maybe know when the fog was there, but I don't know if that matters at this point because we're probably all in it. It's not doing anything bad to us as far as we know.
Yeah. So the
Yeah,
only
you
the only
are
one
unable to tell if you're in the fog or not at this point. You just
Mm.
it's invisible to you. It's like a gas.
Yeah, but we
How
got a blip.
far is
We got the blip.
is Alastair's?
Alastair's is so right now, I'm gonna go to the roll 20 and sort of map it out for you. Freehand, God bless this. Okay, so if this is the ranger station here, right? And this is the road that goes all the way back to town without bringing up the town map. This is like the start of town back here. Here's the school location. Here's the house that you were at. The lake is over here. The lake thing's here. And then this is where you're at for the ranger station. The mountain is where one is, and on the other side, of the mountain is where the bunker is. And so the forest is all between here. And so you'd have to go up into the forest and maybe hope that you can find a similar way into the bunker underground area like you did when you were up in the mountains before. But you have one there, one there, one there, and then these down here, these 3 here. And then, of course, there's the mysterious 7th monitor that you cannot figure out what the hell it monitors.
It's just like code, right? It's just like characters. Yeah.
It's nothing you recognize. It is no like indicator or like some of them say mountain sound, right? This one says nothing. There's no label, no nothing on it.
Our portal, where was that at? So we have a chance to get back to it, maybe.
Yeah, the portal is right back at the beginning, I believe, of
it was out in
the portal. The portal is literally out in Fern's backyard. In the when you went through, you were in Fern's yard, and it was Fern's. Everything looked the same except for there wasn't your special hideout wasn't there, and Fern's mobile home was kind of a mess. But it's if we're looking at that would be, just make a thing, that would be in the woods over here behind the school. There's a bunch of woods, and this is woods. Over here was kind of where the fair was before. So this is this is where your thing is at. So you over ground, you have a long way to travel. You went through the sewer system quite a ways.
Yeah.
Maybe since we only have 3 hours left, we should see which one is closest in location to our portal. So maybe we could make a pit stop there, but also we don't know what we would be getting into. If we only have 3 hours.
Could also check out the inverse or whatever Jesse called it, 5 episodes ago, of where the hole is originally, where we found the balls.
Yes, the mirror hole.
Oh, yeah. Interesting.
Yeah,
the mirror hole is very close. That's in the forest right next to Fern's house.
Now that you bring that up, I've really been wanting to see that. I don't know about Fern, but
yeah, mirror hole is also the name of my glam punk band. But secondly, we should get the fuck out of here because mirror hole. We have been here for I feel like we've been here for 9 hours or more.
Yeah.
We have to leave. We have to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
That's me and also Eddie saying this.
Yeah, is the one with the smell by the place that we're looking at? The
one with the smell is in the lake. So if we go up to, let's see if I can do this. If we go up to this map, you guys can see this one, right? The player's map now. Maybe JP has to move it. Whatever the case may be, if you go back to so you can see the lake sort of over on the side there.
Oh yeah.
It's in that lake. There's an island in that lake, and that's where it's at. The school is up at the very top of this. You can see the baseball diamonds and stuff, and the school is sort of off the frame, the top, and then the town itself is down below.
Okay.
And that
how long would it take us to get to the mirror hole?
The mirror hole would be basically right in front of your house, or very close to it. I would say, depending on how you went, it could be very, very quick. But the idea is that you would be up on the surface or down below, and you'd have to make the choice of which way you wanted to go before I could really tell you exactly what was the time involved. You have 3 hours, no matter what you do.
I think I remember something that you were talking about, Jesse, that past the water monster thing is probably where the island was or something, because you're saying past that's an island. And
yep,
yeah,
that's definitely the way to get there if you want to get to the island, or you can try to swim out into the lake if you want. Or you could find. I mean, you could find a
Great
boat.
way to
You're absolutely
drown.
right. If one existed, yeah.
That's not happening.
I mean, I vote heading that way. Well, going that way and then through the sewer, then going up, and not trying to go across the evil thing that almost got us last time, and checking out the lake and see
Right.
what we can do, and then going back
but
towards
the
the portal and
sewers are
checking out.
so. But the sewers are so like. They're tough to navigate. They're really tough to navigate because we can't. We have that one sand pond, and then it's dark in some places.
Yeah. Well, I was just talking about going back
So-
as far as like we'd found, like Eddie had found like a hole or something.
Yeah.
This,
Yeah,
I don't know
manhole
if
cover.
the bad things are above ground right now, and they haven't been bothering us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
down
it was.
here.
It was a. Eddie, you guys found a manhole cover, and Eddie looked out, and it was a place. It had a parking lot and some trees. It was a place he didn't recognize at all, and you thought it was the ranger station at first, but it turns out it was not. So yeah, you can go back and try to get out that way if you want. It's definitely further back the way you came, back more towards town.
I think my vote is the mirror hole. Because that's
just go straight
closest
to
to the portal. And if we take more time, because what I'm worried about is if we go to someplace and then we get stuck there, we're not going to make it back in time. So we should at least check out something that's closest to the portal because that'll give us some leeway.
Okay.
I mean, the blip's probably Freddy or something anyway. It's get out of here. He'll be fine.
Yeah, screw that guy.
Like Freddy was he might have been like a hallucination. For
I
all
don't
we
think
know.
he was real. I really
He
don't.
could
think
have
was real.
been not real at all. So
He did disappear.
Maybe.
But
He
I also thought
did,
the
straight up.
pterodactyls were not real, and that guy doesn't have an arm. So
I feel like the things that we all see that as one thing, like we all see Freddy, and that may pop a hole in it being a hallucination, but like somebody sees a shadow fern and someone else sees this big glob moving. But anyway, let's just go somewhere. Let's do it.
okay.
All right, yeah.
Mirror
How
hole.
do you?
All right.
Where do you want to go, and how do you want to get there?
I would like to
Okay.
go underground.
yeah, my vote was
I'm
the
afraid of the
mirror
burn.
hole. So
Yeah.
like
Okay.
just going to see what was in the forest.
So if you go, so you want to go. How do you want to get to the mirror hole? What's the like? How do you want to do it?
Not sure of a way to do it underground because we traveled by sewer and I feel like the sewers really held us up. Like really, really held us up. There wasn't anything really attacking us down there, but we met a lot more resistance and we were confused a lot. So I think we should do it on foot above ground. That's my vote.
Anyone else? What are your thoughts?
We only had like one path to go back before it forked in the sewer. I don't know if it was that bad, but we can
Yeah,
we
there's
can do
only one
whatever.
fork in the sewer. Yep.
Yeah, let's. I personally say we just go back and we go up by the ranger station. You just go up through the manhole.
Mhm.
We do both that way. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. All right. So stop trying to read my expression. I see what you're doing.
Morgan totally
This
is.
is a solid poker face. You can't get through this. Yeah, so the four of you head back down towards the big entrance that sort of stairways down into the sewer system from the ranger station.
We leave Philip there, by
what
the
do you
way.
do with Philip?
We leave him.
Leave his
He's
ass.
not- he's-
Are we just
he is
leaving
of
him
no
to his own
concern to
devices?
us.
Okay.
He made it this far. He can continue along his own path. If you're going to try and turn one of our own weapons against us, bye, buddy.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the four of you go up the stairs and open the secret passage in the bathroom. And you hear him screaming, "Please don't leave me!" as you walk up and the door seals behind you. And you can still hear him screaming for you. He's like, "Fun! Fun!" as you
Hey,
just
man.
walk away.
You tried to kill us. Me specifically. You can
Yeah,
live down there with your decision.
He would have shot us if there were bullets in that gun.
He'd have shot us. Straight
He'd
up.
been
Eddie.
dead. I mean,
You
he
ain't
did
wrong.
shoot me.
Yeah.
You hear him
I mean,
banging
yeah,
on the
right.
toilet.
I like say next to the floor in a spooky voice. I'm like, "You killed me. You killed me.
You hear him
Okay, Eddie,
stumble
I
back.
think he gets it.
You hear him stumble back and he falls a little bit down the stairs. And he's like, I'll get you, Fern! And he like starts screaming at you. But as you walk out of the ranger station, his voice becomes quieter and quieter. And then now you proceed towards the big staircase leading down into the sewers. Again, this weird stream coming from the mountains going into the sewers seems odd, but yeah, you follow it back in and you start to head downstream, walking along the sides of this round sewer system entrance. And after a few moments, you're back in the sewer proper, and you see the brick walls and the concrete flooring and the little path for the water to run down. And you continue walking down, following the lights. And the further you get in, again, you have this overwhelming sense of nausea, and it's like it's closing in around you. And despite it looking the same, it feels goopy. It almost feels like you're being swallowed or something. It doesn't feel right to you. Everything becomes like moist and oppressive, and you just, but it's something you're used to, and you push through it, and after a few moments, it's gone. As you continue walking down, it happens again and again, but the four of you continue to push through as you've done before in the past, and eventually you arrive at this ladder leading up to a manhole cover, and you recognize it as the one that Eddie went up before. And what do you do?
We try to go up again and do the same peak thing.
Okay. You want to send Eddie again?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll
All
go
right.
look.
Go for it, Eddie.
Go on, Eddie.
I'll climb
You
up.
got this.
I do not. I will scout ahead and make sure that nobody wishes us ill. So I'll climb up the ladder and then I'll peek through the thing.
Sure. You peek through. Roll me an investigate, if you'd be so kind.
0.
Yeah. You see a parking lot. You see the same parking lot. You see some trees. You just don't recognize this building at all. You don't know what you're looking at. It's very strange to you.
I've never
does
been
anyone
here
else
before.
does anyone else want to
I
take a chance?
Yeah, I'll go.
Sure.
I mean, you could try. You're not gonna find anything though.
Yeah, Samantha and Eddie sort of like switch places on the ladder. Sam, roll for me and investigate. What do you think this is?
I don't see shit.
Yeah, you look up, you see a parking lot. You don't seem to recognize anything at all. Does anyone else want to give it a look before you guys
Fern does.
venture out?
Fern definitely does.
Okay.
Oh,
Yes.
thank God.
Fern, you look out and you open it and you look outside. You see a parking lot, and there are a few just dilapidated cars and wrecked concrete, and a forest made of the same bizarre looking dead trees that are sort of covered in red. And behind you is a building that you recognize as the high school.
Right there.
And
We're under the school, y'all. Huh. That definitely looks like
that-
school.
Oh, I see. I've never been there before. I didn't recognize that at all. I get it.
Yeah, it's very strange yet completely natural that Eddie would not know what the high school looked like. Sam, on the other hand, just never really paid attention to what the school looked
No.
like.
No.
Yeah. But Fern figured it out. It is the high
Right.
school. Mm-hmm.
All right,
And
so
this
we're
sewer
under
entrance
the
comes out
school.
right in front of it.
Okay. How far away then is is Fern's house from here?
It's behind the school.
Okay.
So it's in the forest. You have to go through the forest behind the school to
Okay.
get to Fern's house.
All right, y'all. This is our stop. 'Cause we gotta go behind the school if we want to get to my house real easily.
Okay, so we should totally go fast because of the birds, but maybe not
Right.
too fast because I feel like
Right.
when we go fast on the bikes, we were attracting their attention.
Yeah. So we'll just try and stay close to like fences and stuff. Maybe things we can just like duck behind or duck
Yeah.
under.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Good
I'm
strategy.
All right.
ready.
So the four of you creep up out of the sewer, and you're now standing in the parking lot of the high school. And around you, you see all the signs of what you remember the school as, right? You see the area where all the students had lined up earlier in your week to take their extracurricular activities. You had seen, or you see the area where the main entrance to the school is, and you see the different baseball fields in the background. You see the soccer field, and you see the library next door. You see all the different areas that you recognize, but you stay next to the fencing and move alongside of the school, heading toward the forest in the back. Um, well, all of you roll for me a sneak roll.
Oh dear.
Hey, boy.
Yo.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Dang.
Yeah. The group of you managed to sneak very, very well. Everything is going quietly, and it isn't
be doing-
until
Can this be like a
Samantha's
Kronk situation for me where I'm just like, I'm kind of doing like my own thing under my breath? Like,
That's exactly what it is. That's exactly
Okay,
the
great.
situation. You're like Ninja James Bonding your way through the entire
Mhm.
thing. You're
Uh-huh.
Special Agent Eddie Hill, and you're
That's me.
rolling around and doing twirls. Clarence and Fern are just being quiet. Samantha, in the meantime, is just stomping her way through and manages to get some of what's left of her guest's sweater shirt caught on the fence, and it begins to pull and tear. And so she turns around to untangle it. And as she does this, you hear a voice shout, "Hey! Hey, damn kids!"
Are we in Scooby Doo?
Damn kids.
Damn kids.
I look
Uh,
around. Do we know where
yeah.
this came from?
It's coming from the direction of the school.
I
It's a
look.
voice
I
that
kind of like.
you don't recognize.
I kind of like look at the school and sort of like I'm sort of like us.
Yeah, you stop moving, stop twirling, settle down, and
I
you
kinda
see a
like-
figure begin to approach the four of you
From out of the school.
from out of the school.
Just say hi.
Okay,
We can't run or sneak or do anything,
Right.
yeah,
Got
but I
time
can
up.
talk.
yeah. This as the man slowly approaches you, you see he's got sort of a dirty, I would say, janitor's outfit on, a custodial engineer. It says on the back of it, and he's got what once was probably very beautiful blonde hair, but is now kind of like ragged and a little dirty. He appears to be a man in his 30s, and he has the face of like a very, uh, at one time you think probably clean shaven man, but now his attempts to shave himself in this world have left scars and different marks of where he's cut himself while trying to shave. And so he is clean shaven, but really his like jaw area is pretty cut up and looks kind of gross. He is wearing the same shoes as everyone else here, and he doesn't, to you, look to be a scientist, unlike everyone else.
And he's not wearing any covering on his face or goggles or anything like that.
He has no covering.
Hey, are you a scientist?
What? No? Are you a scientist?
Of sorts?
That doesn't make sense.
I mean, we've done science before. Doesn't that make us scientists? And then he like looks.
Dissected a frog.
She dissected a frog. One
I've
time
dissected a frog too, and I am no scientist. As he comes closer to you, you see he's about 6'4". He's a very, very tall man. And Sam, you have like sort of like a vibe of you kind of, I don't know, there's something a little dangerous about him that you kind of are like, huh, I feel like I know this. There's something about it that you recognize. As he walks over to you, he holds out his hand. He's like, I'm not even asked why you're here. This place is so damn crazy. And he just holds out his hand to shake your hands.
Oh.
I'll shake his
Fern will
hand.
shake it.
Yeah. He
Hi,
shakes
I'm
Fern
Samantha.
and Samantha. Samantha, huh? Okay.
Mhm.
And you must be, and he goes and to shake Fern's hand.
Oh, I'm
what's-
Fern.
What's your name?
Me? Oh.
Yeah.
My friends call me John. And he like gives you all a handshake.
John, is that your real name, John?
Yeah, that's my
One-
real name.
Yeah?
I don't know. We're supposed to. He like laughs. He's like, are we supposed to have like cool X-Men names here? Because let me tell you, some of the people I've met here are a real mess. And he like laughs. He's like, but they feed me and clothe me, so I can't complain.
Oh, who does?
Oh my god, these crazy ass scientists. You got your Franks, you got your Wangs. Oh my god, Wang that's a comedian right there. He makes a lot of great jokes. Oh, there's this girl they have. God, what was her name? She shows up every now and again. And then Freddie. Oh my god, that guy's a real it's just like being with my old friends. I love it.
There's
Did you ever have a friend named Needles?
No, I don't have friends named awful things like that.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering.
That's what I was thinking too.
Halloween.
Goddamn original.
Yeah.
Halloween. That's my X-Men name.
I'm
Eloine?
Halloween. No, that's the name.
I don't-
Hills. Like
No,
It's
that's really stupid. And he like sort of laughs. He's like, "You're all right. So how'd you get here? If it's anything like how I got here, it involved a mistake."
Wait, tell us how you got here. And then
Yeah,
we
what
can
happened?
explain. How'd you get here?
Well, I had these two balls, and no, it's not like that, ladies. He like looks at the guys. He's like, I had these two balls, and I was playing with them. I was playing with these balls, and
We're all probably just
Yeah,
like
here
stone-faced,
I am.
Like,
Yeah. And here I am. It was a stupid mistake. Mistakes were made, and I've spent the last 10 years sort of paying for them.
where'd you find the balls?
He like pauses and like looks off and looks in the direction of the forest. He's like in the forest.
In a hole?
Something like that, yeah.
That was 10 years ago?
I mean, as far as I can tell, once I've been here that long.
What'd you do before you found the balls?
I was kind of like you guys.
Okay, that's a pretty broad statement there, John. I'm gonna need you to extrapolate.
He like looks at you and he's like asking me a lot of questions. I should be asking you questions. How did you get here?
Oh, we were just like wandering around. We met this guy, Freddie. He's a piece of work, let me tell you. And you know
No,
who
no,
else
no.
is kind of a piece of work? Philip. Philip is a piece of work, dude. You should not trust that dude at all, like ever.
Yeah,
Philip
he
is
shot me.
something.
He
I know.
stops
He
and looks at
totally
you.
shot Eddie.
He stops and looks at the two of you and he's like, Where did you find Philip?
Oh, you
we
should
locked
look
him in a
for him.
bathroom.
He's
Yeah,
in a
he was in
bunker
the
in
bathroom.
You
Yeah.
guys. You guys got in? Oh my god. That's incredible. And he like laughs and sort of like pats Eddie on the back. And he's just like, I can't. Wow. how long have you been here? You're figuring out all these things already? Oh my God, it took me like a week and a half to get in that place. Oh man, when they stuck Philip in there, I thought he'd be there for good. Did you let him out?
What do you mean you stuck him in there?
We
He didn't
locked
really
him in
want to come
there.
out.
We locked him in there with only himself and his sadness to keep him company.
He tried to kill us.
Yeah, that sounds like Philip. There's a reason we threw his ass in there. Oh my God. You guys, this is crazy. And he like starts laughing and he's like, this has been the best week ever. You have no idea. Like the other day, I don't know if you're aware of this, but in order to get around this hellhole, you have to wear like 15 layers and have like a mask and goggles because there's terrible gas. It's the worst. And it rolls in like this fog. And the other day, the fog just stopped. I thought it was going to be like that forever, every day with this damn fog, but the fog is gone. So I took off all that crap and I threw it. It's in there somewhere. And I'm so happy I can just breathe and not have to worry about some death ass fog. Oh man, you lucked out. You came at the right time.
Yeah, it is beautiful. That's true. It is lovely here. I mean, I can't imagine what it would look like with all that fog. Like you just couldn't see through it. That sounds terrible.
What'd you say, Sam? I'm going to be real with you. It sounds like our definitions of lovely are a little different, but this place is the worst. But have you looked around? I think we're all that's left.
Where do you live, John?
I take care of one of the stations in the school. It's sort of the job they gave me. It's kind of ironic, actually.
Station. Do you know anything about your station?
Yeah. There's a bunch of knobs and gizmos, and I make sure it stays at 100. That's kind of my job. And everyone sort of manages their own thing. There's a few of us who are sort of underlings. That's kind of, I don't have really an experience. I just kind of got here.
Right.
Yeah, there's a few other people walking around that work for the scientists, and we're all one big happy messed up family at the end of the world. It's pretty great.
Right.
And they bring you food, right?
Yeah.
Oh, we have plenty of stores of food. Now, mind you, I don't quite know where the food comes from. I don't give a damn. Have you looked around? I mean, have you actually looked around? The world has ended. All I can do is smile. Because we're all going to die. It is just a matter of time.
But listen, hey John, who gave you the job?
Frank, when I got, you want to know? I got here, and one would imagine, as anyone would be, I was really, really confused and scared and terrified. And a man named Frank found me, and next thing you know, I'm working for them, and I'm over here in this and that and all sorts of fun things, and bing bang boom, it's the end of the world. And this is all I got. This is all I got.
Yeah.
Hey, can you show us the station?
Why do you guys want to see the station? I don't even know you. I'm just happy to see new faces. Don't get me wrong. New faces are great, but I don't. Where are you from again?
John gonna live with you.
We're figments of your imagination. You're hallucinating this.
And we are not here right now. So listen, since we're in your imagination, we'd really like for you to be able to show us where you work. It's a test just to make sure that you haven't lost your sanity.
We're your conscience, John. Believe us, you have to be true to yourself and also us by association.
Wait, my conscience is a little girl, an idiot, a nerd, and a hot chick? That doesn't make any sense.
Yes. It makes perfect sense, John. All those things combined, that's what makes you you.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. You know what? Look. I get you're confused. I was confused too. But Frank helped me see that even though things here suck, it doesn't mean that we have to think negatively on how bad it is. It took me a long time to come to terms with where I'm at, but I'm actually like pretty happy here. There's no stress. I don't have the pressure that I had when I was younger. It's actually pretty great here. And over time, I think the 4 of you will like it too. Who knows? Maybe we can start over. Think about it. This place is empty. We could rebuild society. Think of like, wouldn't that be awesome? Think about what we could do.
No. I miss my microwave.
Well, I mean, Frank's got microwaves. It's not a big deal. He brought him over.
I don't think this guy's gonna be any help, y'all.
What do you mean? I'm very much help. What can I do for you? Let me help. Come on. It's been so long since I've met anyone close to my age.
John, we turned off the fog. Okay? There was a gigantic machine. We turned it off. Now your station probably does something else. There's a lot of stuff going on out there, and you're probably not making this any better.
You turned off the fog.
Yes, we turned it off.
He reaches into his pants and pulls
back
out
up.
a pistol
Yeah.
Of course he does.
and points it at the 4 of you. He's like, "What? Can you repeat that, please?"
This is the second time today. God, dude. Okay, John, this is a test. This is a morality test. Don't shoot the children.
He fires up into the sky and he's like, "It's not test, friend. What did you do?"
Okay. There was a gigantic machine that produced fog, and we blew it up.
He looks at you and you can see beads of sweat forming. He's hit with the realization that chances are he's probably standing in the fog right now. And he begins to like look around and start to just not focus on the 4 of you anymore, and steps back and he starts moving back towards the school as if he's expecting something else besides the 4 of you.
We should maybe take this opportunity to get going.
Okay, John, well, it was great talking to you. We're going to leave now.
You passed the test.
Bye.
He's not even paying. He doesn't even pay attention to you. He just begins to slowly walk back towards the school, but looking for something. His eyes are peeled for something, but he's no longer focused on the 4 of you.
Hey, we should just go.
Yeah. We should.
Yeah, we should probably get out of here.
Bye, John. Hope you get better.
Yeah, give me a body roll. If you have move, give me a move.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Wow,
Yeah, the 4 of you all stumble like back over each other because his panic causes you to panic, and he bolts inside the school. And he turns the corner, is gone, and the 4 of you sort of stumble backwards into the fence, and you hear like a of you hitting the chain link fence, and it sort of echoes and reverberates and sort of off into the distance as you hear like a of the chains. You hear this.
Cool.
Jesse? Jezebel?
Oh wait.
Jesse?
What do you? How do you call her? What is? It? I'm a dum dum.
Here you go.
I'm a dum dum.
Okay,
Well,
Eddie, that
You're
only
not just
works when
having
you're
me say
that only
are
works
you?
when you're underneath manhole covers, okay? That's the only place that works.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Right.
Yeah,
It's
a
fine.
mistake.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Well, we know where we are now.
Yeah, you definitely shouted. But whatever was there does not respond to you.
All right, you guys want to go into a hole?
All right, I'm ready.
Or should we
I
make a
miss my
break for the
dog.
exit?
Yeah,
Just
are you
really want my
gonna
dog, okay?
attempt to run again? Because I need you to make a move and or sneak roll.
Not
I
running.
don't think we should
I'm just-
run.
Or
Honestly,
move,
but-
or move. Yeah, a body or move. Or you can walk. It's fine by me. Your choice.
Should
I
we
mean,
walk?
I'm
I
gonna
mean, I
walk.
feel like walking would be less of noise.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
So the group of you begin to walk along the side of the fence leading to the back of the school. And after a few minutes, You finally arrive at the break in the fence, and you exit out into some of the fields behind the school, and the forest lies ahead of you. As you approach the forest, you hear it again. It sounds much closer than it did before.
Fern reaches out and holds Sam's hand. Sam, I'm scared.
Me too.
Listen, I can. If it's a werewolf, I know how to deal with it. Okay, I can. I'm an expert on this. I can bargain with it. It's
Have you
fine.
ever actually run into a werewolf?
No, but I've read a lot of. Well, I've looked at a lot of pictures of them, and so I think I can consider myself what you would call an expert.
I think it's more likely that it's that monster we saw before.
Right. Fern
Yeah.
reaches inside her backpack and pulls out her shotgun.
Yeah,
I'm just
girl.
gonna hold on to this.
Good idea.
I mean, do you have silver bullets? Because if it is a werewolf, I don't know if regular conventional bullets are going to be that effective.
Eddie, it's the monster. It's the dog monster.
Yeah, but silver bullets are like a catch-all for all monsters. I mean,
Okay.
vampires, werewolves. I'm pretty sure dragons, sea
Well,
serpents,
What about like
wendigos.
blessed bullets or something?
Oh,
Maybe,
yeah,
maybe
good
we got
idea.
blessed.
Give me the
Hey,
shells. Give me the
Clarence,
shells.
aren't you ordained?
Nope.
That's cool. Hey, it's all about in your heart. You just have to believe. Here, give me the bullets.
Eddie, I'm not giving you these bullets. These need to
Give
go
me the
into
bullets.
shotgun. No.
Give me the. Listen, here. Let me see the shotgun. I'm gonna bless the shotgun. I'm gonna bless it. Let me bless the.
Bless it from here, mister.
Okay, fine. I like hover my hand over the shotgun, kind of like what I can see of it, and I'm like, this weapon now, through the power of righteousness and good, is a holy instrument against evil and monsters.
You done?
Yep, and then yeah.
Okay. All right. I feel the power.
Yeah, there you go. You feel it?
Okay.
Do you feel it? Come on,
I do.
everybody.
All right. Amen. Let's keep moving.
Nobody. Okay, fine.
So the four of you continue into the forest, and as you pass the tree line and enter into the dark red, dead wood of the forest, you start to hear cracks of sticks around you.
Keep going. I don't know what else to do. I mean, we can do a percept or like an investigate.
Sure,
If you
Actually,
see
yeah,
you can
anything.
do whatever
yeah.
you want. There's definitely something around you.
Can Fern actually roll
Yeah.
empathy on this?
Yeah, you can empathize if you want to try. Oh, okay.
Wow,
you really
empathize.
Sam, you 100% detect that there is something or some things moving around you, kind of circling you as you enter the forest. Fern, you recognize them as some type of animal. You 100% see that this is like when you've been out in the wild, you have dealt with animals like this in the past. They definitely seem to be canine, and they definitely seem to be something that you can handle if they approached you. You probably could try to speak their language, air quotes, to figure out what exactly was going on here. But yeah, I'll give you that. I'll let you have that keep it in your back pocket from when the moment arises.
Heat. All right.
Yeah.
Y'all, I
but
think it's just like
kind of
wolves or
circling around you.
something. I mean, I don't think it's the monster. It seems like maybe like smaller tracks. Because
Well, maybe they're
I think if it
hungry.
were the monster, it would be a lot bigger and it would already be on us.
Well, maybe we have food out. I'm gonna hold food so that if they come, we can feed them. Maybe they're just hungry.
If we have food, they're just gonna come over here and they're gonna want to eat us. I mean,
Well, I don't
if
want them
they're
to eat-
hungry, they're. I don't think we should offer them food.
Maybe we just drop one behind us so they get full.
I don't know. All we got is candy bars.
Weird candy bars.
Yeah.
You hear crackling in the leaves getting closer and closer.
Okay, maybe we keep moving.
Okay, here's the thing, y'all. Animals, wolves, they respond. So you gotta like walk tall, right? Just look as big as you can, and just be confident in your walk, and be alpha. Clarence, you especially gotta stop slouching. Looks like you sneezed and you busted your neck. You gotta stand up.
Eddie will can I ready my holy weapon?
Sure.
Yeah. And he's gonna like strut as best he can, but it sort of ends up being like how you would think somebody would like kind of walk bow-legged. So he's gonna try. That's his like version of confidence. He's like,
Sure.
like that.
Okay.
Okay.
I think Eddie's having a problem.
I'm gonna.
Listen, the only problem around here is the one that thing's gonna have if he misses me.
Probably just hungry. So, all right, let's just keep walking. Just keep our wits about us.
I'm gonna
I
pull
don't
out
think
one
we
of the
need to be super
tranquilizer bottles
concerned.
and hand one to Fern.
What?
Mhm.
I'm gonna give one of my tranquilizers to you,
Oh,
and
Oh yeah,
say-
and I'll take one from my bag too.
okay.
Fern, I just call it a hunch, but I got a sneaky suspicion that maybe you know this dog. Because we saw it react to her before, didn't we? We were all there.
Mm-hmm.
I think we did.
As it was chasing you guys through, yeah.
But
I mean, maybe. I don't know.
I mean, there's like an older Fern here. This place seems to do things to animals. Maybe that's future Fern Wolf dog.
maybe
Just
it's
a-
like
just a
future
theory.
Jezebel. Oh, I didn't even think of that. I don't want
So-
to aggravate it too much, so I'm just gonna let it come to us.
Yeah, I mean, if it
We
attacks
are
us,
in a pack.
don't put yourself in danger. But maybe if it does come to it, maybe you'll have an opportunity to use that.
Okay, thanks, Clarence.
No problem. And just like handshaking, go back to walking slowly as this thing's stalking us.
Yeah, the group of you attempt to move forward, and in front of you, you hear more leaves and twigs snapping, and you hear more from the left and from the right and from behind you, and it feels like you're surrounded, completely surrounded by whatever it is that's out there. And as Eddie turns to look to the right of him to see what could be there, from out of the brush comes a very large canine that appears to have the face of a wolf, but the body of it's almost like a quilled porcupine, where the backs are like quills and spikes coming off the back of it. And the under part of it is like patchy fur. So if you can imagine it, like the top is very sharp and spiky, and it has giant claws, and it has the face of a dog, much like a wolf canine's face, and it has brownish fur. The other two dogs then appear, one in front of you and one behind you, and they look roughly the same. There is a few differences, a few white and a few black spots in their fur, but the quills are just massive and sharp on the back of these creatures, and they extend all the way to the tail. And that's when another comes out from the last remaining angle, but this one is walking alongside a familiar face, Jezebel.
Maybe.
But it's just
Jesse.
like a regular ass dog. Like
Jezebel
doesn't-
is just a regular ass
yeah.
dog, but these four creatures, these four wolf, my Midwest, these wolves, yeah, they all look vastly different than Jezebel. However, they do sort of have like the same fur tone a little bit.
Jezebel got that street cred.
You made some new friends, huh? Also,
Yeah, Jezebel.
can I roll investigate for this? Because
Well, you already have the two.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
that's
you can
right.
you can roll to investigate. You already have empathize at a 2, so you can roll to
Well-
investigate. I'll allow it.
Okay. I mean, it's more just to make the comparison between the quills on the gigantic monster and
Mhm.
how this pattern is
Sure,
is
yeah.
the same in these creatures.
Roll and
I
investigate.
don't know.
Yeah, it looks the pattern on the back of these 4 looks very, very similar to the one that you saw, the big giant one. But you recognize the one that you saw was much larger than these, and it appears as though these aren't necessarily fully formed.
Like babies or
Quills on
something.
these 4 back. Yeah.
Well, Fern just says, "Come here, Jesse. Come here, girl.
Yeah, Jezebel runs up and just like jumps up on you and starts licking your face.
Yay!
Oh, baby, I missed you. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you're okay."
Yeah, the other creatures just look hesitant at the 4 of you and aren't really sure what to do, but they definitely are eyeing you up and down.
Fern kneels down and extends her hand. Come here.
Yeah, one of them slowly walks towards you, and Jezebel walks over to it and walks alongside of it, and the creature comes up to you and just starts sniffing your hand.
Hey there.
Aw.
My name's Fern, and these are my friends. This is Jezebel. Jezebel's my friend. You already know her. And Fern just goes to like touch its like the bridge of its snout and kind of scritch it.
Sure, yeah. On the bridge of its snout are little tiny micro sort of like needles as well that are along the back of it. When you put your hand on its snout, it sort of stings you a little bit.
Aw.
Oh man. Huh. It's got like micro, like tiny needles on the nose. That's okay. We'll find a soft spot so we can scratch that.
I'll bend down too and put my hand out.
Yeah, the other dogs or creatures begin to move in, and as they walk in towards you, they sort of sniff the group of you, and one is like sniffing Eddie's butt, and one is like like walking around Clarence, but just sort of rubbing up against him, but not in any sort of threatening way. And
Jesse-
yeah, they don't.
Did one of these things kill me before in one of my past lives?
I have no clue.
I don't remember.
None of them particularly look.
Anyway,
threatening
Clarence
to
is
you.
scared. He's standing there like, "Ooh."
Yeah, but all of them don't appear to be threatening. They for some reason are like they're okay being around you.
Okay.
Are
They
these?
might be hungry. I mean, Sam might have been right. Clarence might have been. But we could try feeding them some nasty ass
Yeah.
candy. I don't know. I mean, I don't know anybody that doesn't like candy.
I mean, they're
Are
probably
these-
used to eating that nasty food.
Yeah.
You guys, I think I've seen these before.
Where?
Guys, I think these are chupacabras.
No, I think they're Jezebels.
Well, that's Jezebel, but these are chupacabras. They eat goats. We need to find them goat meat.
I don't know. I think they're all Jezebels.
Whatever they are, I think they're just trying to figure out who we are. So I
Yeah.
think we should at least extend some kind of friendliness like food. Because everybody understands food, right? She
Well,
begins reaching
I
into her
mean-
pack and starts like unwrapping candy.
I mean,
Sure.
do
Trying
you
to, like,
have
feed it to
goat
'em.
meat? Because that's their diet. I don't know if it's
Hey.
going to upset their...
All four of the
You
dogs
seen
run up
any
to Fern.
goats? Huh?
Yeah, all 4 run up to you when they see the food.
Oh,
And
okay.
and
All
Jezebel
right, hang on.
Jezebel sort of walks around them and walks around you, but doesn't take a bite out of anything.
Okay. Sit. I'm kidding. You don't know. Sit. She unwraps it. Okay. And I'm not sure how to feed these guys. Oh, God.
Yeah, you notice they begin to sort of yip at you, but from your experience with animals, you recognize that these are pretty adolescent creatures. They don't appear to be any sort of fully formed monster. They seem pretty young.
All right. Well,
Are they
y'all are
Jezebel's
getting
babies?
these peanut caramel things. You're not getting any chocolate. No chocolate for you. Okay, here's one for you. And she chucks it to the one to her right.
Okay. Yeah, and that one just sort of
Mm.
like starts to bite at it and sort of just like mash it in its jaws.
One for you. And she just starts unwrapping and tossing these
God.
like peanut candies.
Mhm.
Whatever they are.
They're just eating them like normal. They're not.
Just eating them.
Like,
Yeah.
getting
Hopefully
sick.
nobody
Oh
got
my
any nut
God.
allergies.
No, the candy's made of goat. That's the only way that they could eat this.
Eddie, you're so smart.
I
It
know.
has to be goat.
Sometimes people just don't make these conclusions because they can't see the truth. You're eating goat the whole time.
It was pretty good goat. From
Yeah,
I
there's
enjoyed
nothing
it.
wrong with that. It tasted good. I just wish they would have listed it on the nutrition facts.
Jesse, you want some? Want some of this? She chucks Jezebel a piece of candy too.
Yeah, Jezebel doesn't appear to want any and looks back into the forest. And as you all turn to look in the direction that she's looking to, another canine figure sort of inches out. And it looks older and a little more worn. And some of the patches of fur on its skin are sort of kind of covered in muck and mud. And it definitely looks like it's lived out here in the wild for a long time. As it comes out, Fern, because of your empathize, you recognize this as Jezebel.
What? She kind of like her jaw just drops and she kind of just steps over to her without taking her eyes off of her, just kind of like, I've gotta like somehow like let this dog know that we have a connection.
Yeah, this dog recognizes you, but it's an old dog. This is a dog that's been out in the woods for quite some time and looks kind of beat up. But the other Jezebel runs over, and then all of the smaller wolf creatures run over and begin to like pet up alongside this old Jezebel.
Fern reaches out to like scratch behind her ears.
Yeah, it's a little gunky back there, but the older Jezebel sort of like rubs up alongside of you.
Oh, hey, baby. Hey, mama. You've been out here for a long time, huh? She pats her, and I guess there's like a bunch of mud cakes flinging everywhere. But Fern doesn't care. Fern's already gunky herself, so at this point, she's just like, yeah, whatever. This dog's getting scratches.
Yep. She just sort of rubs up against you, and her tongue's wagging, and all of the other dogs sort of like hang out besides you, and the three of you see Fern as sort of like some sort of wolf mother because all these dogs are just like all over her, and they are just having a good old time in the forest, and it doesn't seem to be threatening at all.
Maybe we all go together to the hole where I just don't know what else is out here. Although I feel safer now.
Yeah, I mean, I do too. I don't think these guys are. I don't think they're gonna hurt us.
I don't know. I don't
Maybe
think
they could just accompany us to the mirror hole.
Yeah. And then we could take them all back with us. We need an army of spiked needle dogs.
I wish we could. I feel like this is their home though. But I wonder why old Jezebel is out here.
I mean, there's an
Doesn't make
old
any
Fern out
sense.
here somewhere.
I mean,
I just couldn't see. I mean, if there was an older Fern, I don't see why she wouldn't go looking for Jezebel. You know, she would never leave her.
Yeah.
I mean, you're the expert.
Yeah, after a few minutes of eating the candy bar, old Jezebel like turns around and starts to slowly walk back into the woods, and the little dogs, the little wolves begin to follow her. But your Jezebel looks at them and then looks at you, and looks at them and looks at you, and is not really sure what she should do.
Jesse, wanna stay here with me? You wanna go with them? I mean, you stay with me.
Roll a what would this be?
I am making this roll.
Roll a empathize.
Another empathize. No, I'm re-rolling.
Okay.
I'm re-rolling. Okay.
Sure. You can tell that Jezebel loves you and wants to stay with you, but feels like she's that those are like her people. Does that make sense? So she doesn't want to leave them, but she wants to stay with you. So I guess she's just waiting for you to be like, "Hey, come on, let's get out of here."
Jeez. Well, you can go on. You go on with them. If you want, you can go with your friends.
Jezebel begins to walk in that direction, and then stops, and then turns around and comes and runs up to you and just sort of like starts rubbing against your legs, and then sits down at your feet and stays there for the moment.
Oh, hey girl, I'm sorry. I know you're probably pretty conflicted right now. Listen, I'm gonna make you make that choice. Okay, it's up to you. It's up to you. You can
Jezebel
stay.
licks
You
you.
can stay with me. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Okay. No, I wouldn't want you to go either. I know. And she's just scratching her the whole time.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, Jezebel licks you and then starts walking over to Eddie and Clarence and Samantha and starts sort of like whacking her tail against them, and it seems for the moment everything is pretty peaceful.
Oh no. For the moment.
We should keep walking.
Should we keep walking?
Yeah.
Okay. The four of you and Jezebel, now reunited, begin to walk towards the mirror hole. And as you begin to approach, you find the clearing. And in that clearing, very much like in your reality, is the hole. The hole is just, instead of being like this direction, is now this direction. And it definitely seems like people have been here. You can see footprints in the reddish dirt, the dusty sand on the ground. It looks like you aren't the only people that know about this hole, at least in this reality.
Do any of the footprints look recent?
It's hard for you to tell. You'll have to roll investigate for me. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, they look very recent.
Damn.
They look very recent, and because you rolled a 4, they move back and forth between. Yeah, they move back and forth between the hole, and they move back and forth between another location, which is in it looks like a bush, at least from your current view. But from what you can tell, there's something kind of suspicious about that bush.
All right, I'm gonna look at that bush.
Yeah, you walk over to it and you pull the branches aside, and on it is another. Yeah.
No, do the thing. Eddie's gonna say something in a minute. He's gonna say something in a second.
On it is another screen, and this appears to be the mysterious Terminal 7.
Sam, you find anything in that bush?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah?
Eddie. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
you getting in there?
Yeah, I'm getting in there. Okay.
Eddie looks around, he's like,
Brain kicks Eddie and he falls in the hole. I'm kidding.
Oh,
Eddie dies. The
end. Hooray, good end. Goodbye, everybody. See you later.
Yeah, you recognize this as the Terminal 7, and on it has all the same readouts and all the same sort of like, I'm looking at the matrix code kind of numbers that are popping up. And in it is all of this information, but on the bottom it actually has readouts and has information like what it translates into. And what you can tell is that this not only controls something in the hole, but also controls a way to get into the hole.
Let's try that sucker out then.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're probably gonna need someone who knows what he or she is doing though, in order to get the good roll on this.
This
You can
is
work as a team.
I mean, it's
I mean,
probably
would
gonna
it be
tinker.
comprehend
Mm.
or tinker?
This should probably be a tinker roll.
Can we all roll tinker?
I got 6 dice.
Sure, you can figure out who has the best.
I have 3 on tinker.
I've got 3 as well, so I would be rolling 7 dice.
Yeah, let's see what you guys can do. Or it could be program tech. I'll take a program if you can explain to me what you're doing. Ooh. Nice. Very nice. So, yeah, Eddie, explain to me how you pull this off. What do you do? You walk over to it and
And
or not Eddie,
so
Clarence. Sorry, this would be
Okay.
Clarence rolled a 3, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know
no,
Eddie would do.
Eddie will go over and help you. I'll give you a bonus to tinker. So you and Eddie both work together on this, but Clarence, you walk over. What do you do?
Press that, looks like it does something.
You know, like read the label on it and be like, yeah, no, this one says open the door and push it.
Sure.
But
Yeah.
what if-
as-
yeah, but what if it was a trap? Because obviously, if somebody came up, like us unsuspecting rubes, we would just press the open door button. But what if it was really like activate sentry guns?
Acting rubes.
If only we had the chip trap.
Yeah, chip trap. Ah, frick. Should have done that. It's okay.
so
Fine.
Clarence, you begin to press the buttons to open the door, and you hear this like and hydraulics in the background, and it's coming from the hole. And
That's a
as
really good
you
hydraulic
start,
noise.
I'm practicing my hydraulics. And you hear a rumbling beneath you, and from out of the hole comes a platform that rises up right to the top of the whole level.
Rise up,
Why didn't we
gamers.
have this when we needed to go in the holes before? Damn.
That is very convenient.
Oh,
All right, I'm getting on the platform.
What if the hole's like
Yeah.
way bigger than we'd even
Fern
need
and
this?
Jezebel do too. How big
Okay.
actually is the platform? Can it fit 4 people and a dog?
It can fit 4 people. The hole is the exact same size, but it can fit. If you stand, it can fit the 4 of you.
Is there a button to lower the platform?
It's on the platform is another
Oh,
series
okay,
of
okay.
buttons to lower it.
I didn't know if
Sweet.
we'd have to do it from the platform and one of us would have to stay
Leave one
behind.
behind.
No,
Yeah.
you are all 4 of you can fit on this platform at the same time.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Do you want to jump on and go down?
Heck
Do you think there's
yeah.
anything else we need to investigate on the terminal?
Great question.
Mm. Would that just be an investigate?
You
Okay.
want to roll and investigate and see if you find anything else about the terminal?
See if we learned anything.
Yeah. Sam, you look over the terminal and you find that the information you're seeing isn't just about opening and closing doors and raising and lowering platforms. The information readout is also showing you that deep underground here, things are moving, and more importantly, things are being counted and added. Like it is a list, like almost a stock list.
Hmm. Like a stock ticker or like a
like a list and not like stocks and bonds, but like inventory list.
I got you.
Mhm.
Maybe that's all the food that they're bringing in and out? Canned people? I mean,
Are there any names of the items or anything on there that can give us a hint of what it is?
As far as you can tell, it just says crate 1-476 and pallet 5832 and storehouse volume 6, stuff like this. Things that are labeled in ways that you would not know what they are.
Yeah.
maybe they're still doing science down there.
Bet they are.
Yeah, there probably are.
Are there actual crates? Like, can we just open one to find out?
They would be down in the hole.
Oh,
Maybe.
okay.
Wait a minute. Have you guys ever heard the song Mr. Roboto by Styx? Trust me, just go with me on this. Have you heard it?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Long story short, in the future, music is illegal, and there's a musician who comes and overthrows he's thrown in prison, I think, and then he overthrows the government because they outlawed music. What if it's like that, but it's
I just hit
science?
the button.
Yeah, as it goes down, Eddie's like, "What if it's like that, but science?" And you hear like the echo as you guys go down into the hole.
What if science is illegal, and these are resistant scientists trying to do science out of...
Hey, Eddie.
Yeah.
Going down the hole.
Eddie, that's a great theory. You should explain it later.
Okay, no, just remember this because this is important.
Okay. All right.
The group of you, as you go down, you recognize sort of like the clay dirt of this earth. You recognize the cavern that is surrounding you as a place that you've fallen into numerous times. And as you reach the bottom, you recognize the small passage that leads forward, except this time there isn't a mysterious skeleton foot there. It's completely just a dirt passage leading back into something, but it's very hard to tell because it's very dark back there.
All right, we're gonna go, but we're gonna go quiet, like.
Yes. I'm gonna be so quiet.
Okay.
I'm gonna
I
be
need all of you to
hella
roll me a sneak. I need all of you to roll me a sneak.
I don't know why I bother.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
Wow.
Oh my god.
The
All right. So
only
I'll let you
one.
decide. I'll let you decide who goes first, so you can determine how sneaky you will be.
Well, I mean, I'll go first because I'm sneaky.
Okay. Yeah. It's very dark down here, Sam. So as you lead the way, you lead everyone sort of into darkness, and it's very hard for you to see.
But we're being sneaky.
You are being
Or
sneaky.
I am.
Yeah.
Because I'm
For
like
the moment,
a ninja.
for the moment, you're being very sneaky. Yeah, but it's
Oh.
hard to see. Yeah, it's pretty dark down here.
We can kind of scoot along.
Mm-hmm. You can
Okay.
scoot along. There is nothing on the ground that you're stumbling over. No dead bodies. No magic shoes. None of that. It's just a like a hallway, like a passageway. But as time goes on, your footsteps aren't sloshing in dirt and clay anymore. You feel like a clunk, clunk, clunk. It's very dark still, though, so it's hard for you to see.
And do we hear anything else? Like other people or anything?
At the moment, no. You hear a humming. You hear a coming from the distance, like up ahead.
Okay. So I think we keep walking in the dark if we can.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
So this feels like a much bigger place than we were in originally, like our old hole.
At the moment, it is a little bit bigger. Yes. As you begin to walk forward, Clarence, you definitely notice that is 100% the case.
Yeah.
You walk out into a much larger room, And this room is filled with boxes and pallets of protein and jugs of water and all sorts of different things. There is box that's labeled candy. There is a box that is labeled toiletries. There's just all sorts of things there. And there is another much larger hallway leading straight ahead. And there are 2 hallways, one leading to the right, one leading to the left.
Can I look in the toiletries box?
Sure.
Is there toilet paper
Give
in
me an
there?
investigate.
Oh yeah, okay. Oh yeah, this is gonna go real well. Damn it.
Yeah, I mean, you look in. What were you looking for?
Toilet paper.
Yeah, there's no toilet paper in there.
Damn it.
There's
I was gonna wrap
toothpaste.
myself up like a mummy and make friends with the werewolves. Damn it.
There's toothpaste in there, and there's shampoos, and there's
Can I do
some
with any of this? Nothing.
yeah, there's like a tweezer, like a bunch of different things. But yeah, no TP.
All right. I mean, is there any difference between the 3 hallways, or it's just kind of pick a random?
The hallway leading ahead, very much the closer you've gotten to it is where the humming's coming from. The hallways off to the side have no labels on them, but they appear to stretch much further down. If anything, this room looks very familiar to the one, it looks very similar to the one that you saw while looking through the balls and seeing the portal. You saw Fern a few times, but you also saw the Alastairs, and you also saw Frank.
So it's like a square room with the hall we came into, and then 2 to the right and left, and then 1 going forward.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right.
We should check out the humming.
Yeah. Would we be able to remember if, like, since we kind of looked at it before, if that's like the direction of where like they kept the balls and we're doing the ring stuff, or
it is, at least according to your recollection of the place that you saw, that was through the balls that you had. Yeah, 100% looks the exact same floor. It's the exact same floor plan.
Wow.
Okay.
The balls would be if in a very similar like situation, I'm just gonna draw this because it's much easier. So in this case, you have let's go black. You have the area which you came from, right? And then it opens up to a much wider room. And in this room are all the different pallets and boxes and things. And we'll just make boxes, right? And then you have a big hall going this way and a hall going this way. And then you have a hall going this way, a hall going this way. And then it goes like this, and then there's a much bigger hall leading this way. This is where the hummings come from. And where you saw the balls was in a quarantine section off of this hallway. That's where you saw the balls. But the humming is coming from this direction, and the other 3 have no there's no markings or anything to dictate what they are. But one thing that you know for sure is upon entering this area is that even though it's dark, you can see something is glowing up here, and more importantly, that glow is lighting the ground, and the ground is not dirt anymore. It's sort of like a linoleum, like something that was quickly put on the ground to make it feel like it was firm ground instead of walking on dirt.
Yeah. Okay.
Does anybody remember which sense this place controlled?
I don't think
I
it told us. I don't think it was
don't
listed.
think this one controlled any.
Oh, wait, I know.
I thought there was one in the forest.
Oh.
Sense of direction.
I mean, it could be what's powering all of them, because where are they getting electricity? It could be like a generator or something in there.
Maybe. Well, I mean,
just
there's
get 'em all at
glowing up
once.
there. I like stuff that glows.
Go check it out.
Mm-hmm.
Worst
A
case,
lot
they
of
just
video
blow
games
it
I
up.
played. A lot of the video games I played, developers will put lights some places where they want you to go. So maybe
Yeah.
we should check it out.
Okay.
Yeah, the 4 of you begin to move towards the light. I need you all to roll sneak again for me.
Jesus.
Yeah, I know. I got my 1.
I got
Oh,
my
wait.
none.
You need snack.
Yep. Give me a snack. All right. This time I'm gonna say Eddie takes the lead and give you that. The four of you begin to move towards the light, or at least the room with the light. Eddie out in front, holding his magical, blessed rod of destruction. And as you move closer to the light, the blur of what you see in front of you finally comes into focus, and you recognize it to be a giant open gateway leading into what appears to be a science facility with, from what you can tell, filled with numerous scientists and various workers and a few men in dark suits all walking around, all doing something that you can't really make out. But on the opposite side of this portal into this realm appears to be reality.
It's a portal, like a portal proper.
Like a giant proper portal with wires and stuff coming off of it, going into the wall, going somewhere. But this is a giant open gateway.
Whoa.
Like a solid open gateway back to reality.
Okay, so someone else definitely knows about portals besides us. These guys are all just ignoring it. It's like,
Well, they probably
don't
use
know-
it to-
It's like they either don't know it's there or they use it all the time. I feel like we should wait until someone actually comes through
And then what? They're gonna tell on us.
and we kidnap them.
As you begin to whisper, your multiple sneak fails begin to take effect. As suddenly one of the scientists turns and looks at the portal and sort of like, guys, and turns and looks back to everyone else, and slowly everyone in the room begins to look at you.
Oops.
Am I in the lead?
You are in the lead.
We are
Yeah.
a figment of your imagination. This
My
is
God.
we are your conscience. We're not really here.
One of the scientists presses a button, and you hear like, and red lights begin to twirl in the background. And in your room, red lights begin to twirl as well. And you see a door open, and Clarence, the figure you recognize, leading the group through the door of four men in suits, is Alastair. And he looks at you and pulls out what appears to be some sort of weapon, but you can't really make it out. But from what you can tell, kind of look like it has something to do with the rings.
Which Alistair?
It just looks like a young Alastair. It looks
This
like
looks like one.
the
Okay.
it looks like a young Alastair. One of the ones that you're very much familiar with.
The
Time to
weapon
book
looks
it,
like it has
y'all.
something to do with the rings.
Yeah, I think we should book it.
Yeah,
This
it
terrible
looks like
idea.
a weapon.
'Cause I can't.
They're coming towards the portal entrance rapidly.
Yep, time to go.
Does
It's
Does there
run
look
time.
like any way to shut down the portal?
Hell
Yeah,
out
that's
of
what I was about to
here.
ask. Is there-
There are wires that connect to something in the wall. But you don't know which direction they connect to. Like you don't know
wait,
where
there are
they're
just
connected.
wires?
They're in coils and things and different connectors. Yeah.
Fern takes her shotgun, aims it at the wires, and shoots.
Sure. Yeah, I need you to roll for me. That would
rolling.
be probably, I would imagine, a either a tech. I'm gonna say tech or tinker, or both. Tech, tinker.
Can I re-roll?
Yeah, you fire off a shot and it just completely misses.
Damn.
You fire
Damn.
again. Complete miss. You're gonna have to reload. There's your two shots. The
Mhm.
big issue here is that they are slowly closing in. Fern fires twice and misses, and they are rapidly approaching you. This time, many of the men in suits actually have weapons you do recognize as guns because they just saw Fern shoot a shotgun and try to destroy the portal. So they are rapidly approaching very quickly.
Can I light? Does anything look like I can light it on fire? I mean, just a question.
You can try. You can try to light stuff on fire right now.
I guess
But
I could
again,
just try to.
I would say you have about one turn's worth of getting something done
Yeah.
before they are through the portal.
Let's is there like any? Am I able to investigate this to like help Fern know where to shoot, or even a tinker to
Eddie-
try to like jam something metal into it to short it out? Or...
Yeah, I mean, you tell me what you
Eddie
want to
has
do.
a
You have 1 turn's worth of doing something.
Eddie has his.
Wait a minute. Doesn't Fern have a
Big thing.
machete?
Oh yeah.
Does Fern have a machete?
I thought she
totally
did.
does.
Fern has. You have a knife. You have a shotgun, gauze, cotton balls, a knife, and 1 tranquilizer. Now 2
Knife.
because you just got another one.
All right, so since she can't make her shots, maybe Fern should try taking the knife. Just
Let me
Sure.
help you, or try to. to
Okay,
like,
yeah.
know what to do. Investigate or comprehend, like to understand, or best I can, to like where maybe power's coming from, or what would.
Yeah, this
Set
would
it-
probably be you probably have to do both. You have to investigate and comprehend so you understand it.
All right.
and
You
then
got a luck
what would my
on
role
deck,
be for
right?
this?
Yeah, all the luck is back. Fern, unfortunately, has lost 2 already.
Right.
Yeah, so you recognize some locations along the wires where you could start cutting. You see some weak areas, but you have to comprehend on how to cut them because these are like electrical wires. Yeah, no, you don't know. Unless you want to re-roll that. But at the moment, you see where you can cut them, but you don't know what you need to cut exactly. There are many wires and many cords coming through, but you can see where to cut the wires.
Hail Mary, y'all. She goes for the black one.
All right, yeah. This is going to be a let's say tech and a tinker roll.
Can I re-roll this?
Yeah. You begin to cut and it's just not doing it. And nothing's happening.
What the fuck? How did I
Ah.
fail this 4 fucking
Yeah,
times?
that's another one gone. You're down to
God.
1 luck and you've cut through and it just isn't working. Well, all of you roll for me a let's see. See if we
Does
let's
anyone
all right.
else have anything that can destroy this? Anything?
As they start to come, they're starting to come through the portal. I need all of you to roll for me a I guess this will all right. Everyone roll for me a body roll.
Oh Lord.
I'm gonna determine if you
Can't
make
believe
this.
it.
If one of you makes this, I'll give you something good.
I'm re-rolling. I'm using my final luck point for this re-roll on body.
Okay.
God damn it. I can't believe I just rolled like 7 zeros
I'm gonna-
in a row.
Yeah.
many- Wait, I'm
group-
using a luck point. I'm using a luck point
Okay.
to reroll that. There we go.
Oh, come on, Eddie.
Yeah, Eddie. You as they come through the portal, you manage to hold them off by swinging your weapon back and forth.
My only back, demons, away.
Yeah,
This land
and
does not stand for your intrusion.
they look at you. They look at you totally confused at first. And one points his gun in your direction, and that is when or 5, I think. Oh my God. Okay, that is when Jezebel jumps up and bites his hand, and the man stumbles back through the portal. Jezebel sucked back through with him.
No.
The other side. And the other men look back at the group of you and begin to move on you as through the portal, Fern, you see Jezebel biting down this man's hand, and the group of them begin to fight. And another guy goes back through the portal and attempts to stop Jezebel, but Jezebel lets go and runs off down one of the corridors, and a group of scientists go chasing Jezebel.
Shit. No. Oh. Is the portal still open?
The portal's still open. The guys are coming through, and the 4 of you will soon be very outnumbered.
Yeah. I mean, if
I mean,
Okay,
we
so
If you guys
they're
gonna
through the
run-
portal right now. They're through the portal.
Yeah, there's one guy is already through. The other guy that got through, Jezebel straight up just like bit his hand, and they went falling back into the portal on the other side.
So how many guys are through the portal right now?
Just one guy. But behind him, stepping through, are many, many more, including Alastair. A young
We gotta book
Alastair.
it, y'all. We gotta go.
Yeah, I just don't know how far we're gonna get.
Is it time for a sacrificial clearance?
Oh,
That's a question only you can answer.
Yeah, it's a question only you can. And if your roll is good enough. Let's be
Yeah.
real.
Oh my
You can't
God.
sacrifice yourself if you have a terrible roll.
Yeah, well, if it's a body roll, then there's no point. If any of this is body rolls, doesn't matter. It's not going to do anything for me.
Yeah.
I mean, we can try running, but we're not going to get the body rolls.
Yeah, I
There's
have
also
been
an
rolling
entire
nothing.
room there's an entire room of stuff right behind you. There are 4 corridors. There's a lot of possibilities here.
Where'd we
You
hear
don't
that
have to fight
humming?
them.
We can go back to the ballroom. We can see what's in the ballroom.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Maybe there's a
All
way to
right,
get out
which
there.
direction would that be?
Okay, so we have to run straight, and then we take the first left.
All right, let's do it.
Okay.
I got time.
Okay.
Yeah, I need you all to roll for me your body and move, or just body.
I was going to ask instead,
Oh,
there's no
come
way I'm
on.
running.
Give me
Can I, like,
something good.
try for one more tinker to try to mess with this portal before I get caught? 'Cause
Yeah,
I'm not
you
getting
can,
away.
yeah, you can try.
Okay.
Yes, you are, Clarence. Yes, you are.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, so this is perfect. Fern and Eddie begin to run, and they just like turn around and book it. Sam turns to run as well, but her injuries finally get the better of her, and she stumbles and falls. And Clarence, you see Sam fall to the ground, and you know that good guy Clarence would never let Sam come to harm. You
Never.
turn and in slow motion walk up to the wires, and you like saw it in a movie once. And you know, it's just like, I don't know, red is dead, blue is in the goo, and
Blue
so
is
you just
goo.
like you just yank out the blue wires, all the blue wires, and the portal begins to like flicker, and one of the guys coming through as the portal flickers is like cut in half and and falls over.
Oh,
And
sweet
as it flickers,
Jesus.
the man on the other side turns around and looks at the portal and looks at you, and he runs at you. I need someone to roll to try
Clarence
and
just killed a dude.
save
Clarence just
Clarence.
killed a dude.
I will.
Clarence
I will.
just
I rolled a
murdered a man.
2. I rolled a 2. Does that count for something?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, Fern, you run back, and what do you do? How do you help him?
What is
we
what
have
is Clarence's position right now? What is he doing?
There's the portal in front of all of you. Clarence is off to the right side of the portal, messing with the wires. One of the guys there are now 5 guys in the room. One of the guys who came 5.5, wink. One of the guys who came through is going towards Clarence, and the rest are trying to like round up the group of you. Many of them are headed towards Sam.
Yeah, I mean, Fern just runs back and just yanks Clarence like by the arm, like, time to go, buddy.
Sure, I'll let you have the 2 on that. Yeah, you pull Clarence, and Sam gets back up to her feet, and the 4 of you begin to run back down the hall. And as you get into the room with all of the stuff in it, you have one chance here. You can either continue running, or you can take the chance and possibly hide.
Where would
I'm
we
super
continue
good at
running?
both
I
of
mean,
those
is
things.
it a dead end?
I mean, you have the 4 corridors and the path leading back up to where the platform was.
You guys just got to throw me in the toiletries.
Shut up,
Just leave
Clarence.
me there.
We're not leaving you to die with the tweezers. Let's keep running.
Okay, yeah, which way?
Let's
I'm
let's
just
go
following
straight.
you guys.
Let's just go straight. I mean, I don't know.
Just
Panic
get out.
Fern is setting in, so she's just running straight.
Yeah, the group of you begins to run back out the exit, and you see the platform in front of you, and behind you hear the footsteps of these guys, and a gunshot rings out, and in the dirt beside your head, Eddie, there's a little puff of dust and dirt as the bullet almost hits you. The group of you continues running. These guys are no longer playing. They are trying to kill you. They are
Like the
this
third
is
time today.
yeah, they're actually trying to kill you. They aren't scared of you. They watched you cut a man in half. They are genuinely out to get you. In front of you is the
Look.
portal, and they are roughly a turn and a half behind.
That was
Or,
an
I'm sorry, not
accident.
portal. I mean the lift,
lift.
the elevator.
Yeah, we getting on that thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. The group of you get on it. I need someone to tinker so you can operate it.
I got 6
give it a
dice.
shot.
Okay.
How's that for
Oh,
you?
all right.
We
Yeah.
all got tinker.
Wow.
This time, the group of you, I'm gonna even give this to Sam. All of you slam it at the exact same time. Put your hand on the button, and it begins to lift. And as it lifts, yeah, Eddie,
We
describe it to me.
smashed that MFN lift button. We
Smash
we're
that
all
thing.
we're like Mario Party style, like come on.
And it begins to raise, and as it raises and ends up in the dirt shaft leading up, you see them. You see the 5 men and Alastair arrive just in time to watch you sort of go out of view, and all they can see is the bottom of the lift. And Alastair appears quite pissed. Clarence, you've seen that face before. That is not a happy young Alastair. And the group of you go up to the top. And as you reach the top, you start to hear the gizmos and the widgets inside the hydraulics begin to get, and it starts to immediately come back down. What do you do?
We gotta get
Again.
off.
Yeah,
push
everyone
the
give
button
me
again.
a body move.
Body
Oh.
move. I'm falling down. Goodbye, everybody.
Yeah, me too.
Oh no. Oh.
Can I
Well, I mean, let's see what happens first. Give me a body move, Eddie, and we'll see what happens.
body move?
Body moving.
Oh,
Oh
ooh,
no.
that's not
All right,
good.
yeah.
Oh, no.
Fern, you managed to jump off, and you are on the solid ground. The rest of you managed to jump, but you're hanging on to the ledge as this thing starts to move away from you, and you're now hanging on to the edge. How do you want to get up over it?
By asking for help. Help. From my more qualified friends.
I just don't think I can calculate my way up here.
You can try if you can explain it to me. If you can explain how you get up to the top.
I have no idea. Yeah, so we got Eddie's hanging with us too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eddie, Clarence, Samantha are all hanging. Fern is up on top.
All right. We have to. I can make a Braveheart style impassioned speech.
Yeah. I mean, you can do whatever you want. You can
Me
try.
too.
You can give everyone a bonus.
Yes,
No.
queen.
But I need to hear that speech. You're gonna do it. I'm gonna need to hear that speech verbatim.
Let's go.
We ride for ruin. I forget the rest of it.
Yeah.
Is
And then Don
is
said,
that your speech? We ride for ruin. I forget the rest of it. Get your asses up here.
Yeah. They may take our lives, but climb out of the fucking hole.
"Yeah, it's very impassioned. I need you to roll that. What's your roll on that?
Lead.
Your lead heart roll.
I don't seem to have a Braveheart one, so I'm gonna have to go with lead.
Uh-huh.
Just regular heart.
Yeah, just lead.
Oh,
Yeah, for some
my
reason, for some
We'll start
reason
floating out.
saying, yeah, for some reason saying get the hell out of this hole really inspires everyone to get the hell out of the hole. And Eddie, Clarence, and you all climb out, and Fern's just like, what a great speech.
Got a tear in your
Yeah.
eye.
And so the group of you managed to get out, but at this point, the elevator is going back down, and those men will be up shortly. What do you do?
I think we run towards the. Oh, they're gonna be right behind us. I was gonna say we could run towards Fern's house, but they're gonna be right behind us.
Call the puppy dogs. Can I run over to the computer panel and try to like
Oh,
buy
stop
us a
it!
little more time?
Yeah. Yeah, give it a tinker.
Oh yeah, we can call it again. And it's stuck in the middle.
No, it doesn't seem like you can do anything with it. I guess they've overridden it from downstairs, and they are coming for you. Mind you, at this point, time is running out on your own portal.
Yeah, I guess do our best to start heading that way. I guess.
Okay. Yeah, the 4 of you begin to run through the forest. jumping over logs and trees, not trees, bushes, jumping over trees. You're superheroes now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Jumping
I'm
over,
so
jumping over
inspired.
bushes, and weaving through the trees, and you come to the clearing that is or was Fern's house, and you see the portal out in the middle of the field, and behind you, you hear the footsteps of the 5 men swiftly approaching you, all of them shouting, "Stop! Stop!" And you hear another gunshot ring out.
I also
We don't
can't
stop.
hear you.
Yeah. Fern is so scared she becomes quiet, terrified.
Just keep going, y'all. Just dive in.
Yeah, all right. The group of you run back and jump through the portal. You land in your hideout, smashing into the carpet and the really awful chairs that you've set up. And behind you, you can see the 5 men quickly approaching your portal.
Are we
We all
in?
make-
Shut
Are
down.
we through? Yeah, shut it down. Shut it down.
You're through. Yeah,
Yeah.
you pull
Unhook the battery
the
if you're all through.
cords from the battery. Yeah, you pull the cords from the battery, and the portal instantly shuts. And you find yourself sitting in your hideout, the trailer in the back of Fern's house. It is quiet, it is silent, and when you look up at the clock, you see that from the time you left, roughly only 3 hours has passed.
Fern starts crying.
I look for
my
Pie.
dog.
Oh, we're gonna get Jesse back. We're gonna get Jezebel back. We're gonna get Jesse back. Just like we're gonna get the shoe back. Actually, not like we're gonna get the shoe back. Like we're actually gonna get Jesse back. I mean-
where the balls at?
The balls are just on the floor right now.
Yeah. I'll like, grab him, put him over to the side together.
But not together. Don't touch them together.
Yeah,
That's
The
how
balls are
world
just
ends.
like, you one at a time, the balls
Yeah.
to the corner. And the group of you are just alone in this trailer, in the Wiz Life trailer.
It's the best place.
And the balls are just humming and they're glowing, and you see outside sort of like a red hue in the sky,
Oh no.
and it glows for a little bit before slowly fading. And outside, it's just daytime now.
We came this close.
Yeah, we
This
did.
close.
I think we have to go back to the hole.
Here in our
Yeah.
world.
I want to see if the portal actually comes to our world. Because what
I
if
mean-
it didn't come to our world? What if it came somewhere else?
Yeah,
Means they'd
to
be
a
in there
different
right now.
dimension. I mean, maybe.
Maybe it was a different version.
But what's saying that portal was even in the hole in our world? I mean, if they have 2 balls, they could open it wherever.
That's true,
Right?
but we don't.
But
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, if you want to go back down there, we can. But I don't got a good feeling about this.
I know. Well, if it is our reality that we were looking at, then they'd be waiting for us and ready for us. But the last time we went down there, it
actually
was
don't make no
empty.
sense because then they came from our reality and went over to the other reality, and now we're back in our reality. So they would have come through here and ended up back in their own. My brain hurts.
Yeah, me too.
Listen, sometimes when my brain hurts, I realize I've been thinking too much. That's most of the time. So maybe what we need is we need to regroup and refresh and think about what we want to do.
Yeah, get some Kool-Aid or something.
Oh, God,
Yeah.
that would be amazing.
I can go make us some Kool-Aid.
Listen, what flavors do you have?
Oh, we got cherry, we got
Uh,
lime, we got
uh-huh.
grape, we got orange, we got
I keep
blue,
going. Okay. You purple?
got purple.
Okay, cool. Can you just mix them all together and then just in a bucket?
Say no more, my friend. Say no more.
Okay, thank you.
Like and he does the same. He just he covers his face and just points at Fern. He's like,
So Fern, you go to make this Kool-Aid for everyone, and the group is sitting around drinking this mix of many flavors. What do you do? What is the next step?
Well, I like Sam's idea of going to see what was in the other hole. Maybe
So we would go to the
Maybe.
primary hole.
maybe Jezebel's down there.
Yeah. We could just go and sit up at the top and call her name, and we can see if she answers.
Yeah.
Because she'd probably bark if she heard or couldn't get out.
There's a bunch of guys down there. I mean, 5.5 less than there were before, I guess.
Oh, Clarence, that's unbecoming of you to make that joke. A person died.
Yeah, wait a
I
minute,
wasn't laughing.
Clarence. Clarence, you killed somebody. It's hardcore, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, you like cut his life expectancy in half.
A high five,
Go
Eddie.
outside and be sick.
God.
High
Yeah,
five.
Clarence, you walk outside, and it's just like a nice day. You hear the birds chirping, and you sort of like puke up in the green grass.
And Eddie pokes his head out. He's half the man he used to be.
High five.
God.
How you
Yeah, they're lucky
feeling,
I'm
Clarence? 50-50?
I'm locked in nice clearance all the time, where I'd be like, hell yeah, got him.
Yeah, no, you're stuck. You haven't left nice Clarence.
Yeah, man. Nice
all right.
Clarence has been around.
Yeah.
What do you want to? So, what's your like objective now? What is the thing you guys want to do?
Hole.
Clarence wants some half and half.
Huh?
Sorry,
I go now.
Uh-huh. Yeah. All right. So
Give
the
it.
group of you begin to head towards the hole, and do you take the balls with you or not?
They're probably the safest in our
Yeah.
bunker in our life. I don't think we should.
Sure. All right. The group of you begin to head towards the hole, and as you begin to walk through the woods in the distance, in the trees that like behind many of the trees, we see again some yellow shirts and some familiar faces watching you all as you begin to head towards the hole. And apparently, they've been watching you the entire time you've been inside that trailer. And they're not sure what to make of it, but they're going to keep watching. And as you begin to walk through the woods and the camera slowly pans away, the group of the originals begins to follow you. And that is where we will end.
Oh my
Back
God.
Back to teenage stuff.
Yay.
Yeah.
This is the easy stuff to deal with, right?
Right?
Yeah, it should be easy. Should be relatively easy.
Uh-huh.
But that
We don't have
is
guns.
it for us. You guys actually do, which is terrifying. I want to know how this is going to play out. Fern just busting a cap like Fern's done. Fern is officially done with needles and shoots him with a shotgun. The end.
Alternate universe shotgun.
It's
Mhm.
happening, dude. We've seen some shit.
Yeah.
we have.
But that is where we're going to end it for now. And let's go around the room and wrap this bad boy up. Ken, what is going on with you this week?
Man, apologize for my lack of participation in this game, but I'm on fumes right now. It's
Oh.
Okay,
but,
dude.
and I gotta
It
go.
happens.
Then I gotta go. More stuff to do today. But anyway, just streaming, doing all my stuff down there. Whichever side I'm pointing at. Oh, it's reversed, I think. And I'd love to see you come hang out with us again next time, which I'll be probably next year before we get back together, right?
Yeah, I would imagine so.
Yeah.
I'll miss all of you until then.
Oh,
Oh.
I'll miss you. He is sweet Clarence.
Yes, he is.
Truly.
Elspeth, what's going on with you?
Hey guys, what's up? I really enjoyed this episode. I'm glad that we were able to get out of there in time because I was nervous like the past 3 episodes. I'm like, oh my God, this is gonna close and we're gonna get stuck in here. But I'm glad. This is great. I love you guys. And I'm also sad this is going to be the final episode of the year. But, thanks for coming to hang out with us. If you guys want to come watch me, I stream every day except Monday, twitch.tv/Elspeth. And tonight we're going to continue our playthrough of Super Mario 3D World, which I've never played before. Like, this is my first playthrough. It's so cute. I love Cat Toad so much. Like, more than my own dog, maybe. So it's really fun. So you can come by and hang out if you want.
Okay. I really want to see that. I imagine it would be the cutest thing in the world.
It's adorable.
Octo, what's
That's me.
happening with you? What's happening with you?
Oh, the holidays ain't slowing me down none. I'm still gonna be doing 6 days a week. Doing all sorts of stuff. I've been doing more hobby stuff lately. I've been making doing some miniature painting, which has been a lot of fun and very cathartic. So if you want to watch me paint some miniatures and talk about hobby painting and things like that, check me out. That's it.
Nice. I will watch you paint things because I know that is going to be like. Now welcome back.
Well, welcome back to painting Necrons. We're just painting some horrible death machines, but it's just yeah. I'm the Bob Ross of Warhammer.
Morgan, what's happening with you?
Let's see. I was really sick this week, so that's good times. We're looking for a level designer. If someone wants to come work at Bonfire. This LaCroix is really good. The cola flavor.
And don't wait. The what?
Whoa! They have what?
They have a cola flavor?
Cola flavor LaCroix. It's amazing. They don't pay me to say this, though they should send me some free LaCroix.
I am going to go to the
What
grocery
the
store
Jesse,
immediately.
do you want to go halvesies on this?
Yes, immediately.
It's kind of amazing.
Where did we
probably don't have it in Indiana yet. We're not that cool.
Where did you get this amazing LaCroix from?
I think
Don't say the fridge.
I got it at the fridge at Bonfire.
Jesse, what are you doing after this? Do you want to go halvesies on a 20-pack of cola LaCroix?
100%.
So good, you guys.
100%. I've had like the thin like blueberry can one that was good. The thin cans way better than the normal like LaCroix awful flavor. No, the thin cans are really good.
Awful flavor.
Oh my god, I didn't know they had a soda. Oh man,
we only have the good flavors at Bonfire Studios.
Oh, of course. That's why. Yeah, if you're gonna become a level designer, get yourself some of that cola LaCroix. LaCola.
That's right.
LaCroix.
I'm gonna order it. I don't think we have it here.
Oh my god, this is all right. I'm gonna make a note. I want everyone to know when we come back. The very first thing. Did you try LaCroix Cola? Was it the best? Is Morgan a liar? That's what I'm going to ask. That's the first things I'm going to ask when we come back. Anyway, that's it for us. Thank you so much for watching. This was a ton of fun as always, and I hope the four of you have an amazing holiday. I know that Octo and I are about to with LaCroix Cola. It's delicious.
Oh my God.
Wow, they are just getting all this free advertising right now.
All right, that's it for us. Thank you, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful holiday. We will see you in the new year. Bye.
Bye, guys.